Shalom Aleichem, senang sekali bertemu dengan Bapak, Ibu, dan Saudara sekalian dalam Menit-Menit Torah, yaitu pengajaran Torah secara online dalam bahasa Indonesia melalui channel Bnei Noach Indonesia.
The seven Noachide laws are the universal values that the Torah is offering to the world. It's the part of the teaching that is not addressed only to the Jewish nations, but to whoever is interested to find reference points in the Torah teaching. For historical reasons, the Jewish nation never really focused on on that part, on that responsibility to share those values with the world, because they've been kept into ghettos for many centuries. And so this happened until the 19th century when Napoleon opened the ghettos. Then the Jews went back to Israel. Then the First World War, Second World War, and then, as we know, the Jewish people was always very busy to fight for their survival, so they never really focused very much on that aspect. But let's say during the last few years, there are many rabbis that started to really hold space and offer support to Bnei Noach communities around the world. They wanted to build themselves up. And I'm thinking of the work of Rabbi Weiner, Rabbi Perez, Rav Chaim Dinovich. There are many rabbanim that have invested a lot of time during the recent years. But it's still a work in progress, and there is still many things to figure out, and a lot of support to still bring to those communities around the world. But there is very important that I would like to mention is that the Jewish nation has no agenda whatsoever to impose their values, those values, to the world. Judaism never built itself upon denying others' existence, others' values, or others' belief. Neither they had any time the need to prove themselves. So it's really more coming from a place of wanting to being open for whoever is interested to come and look for reference in the Torah, because this Torah was actually designed to be the blueprint for humanity and to give a manual of instruction to Adam and his lineage. And for some reason, that we're not going to get into now, it ended in the hands of the Jewish nations, but it was meant to be available on a larger scale. And of course, Torah is a code, so it's not to be read on the first layer. There are many layers of understanding, many layers of reading. And so the real responsibility of the Jewish people is to keep the message authentical, and as authentical as possible, and the authenticity comes also from the oral Torah that we are transmitting from generation to generation, and that we also owe to the world to keep this message authentical. So when they want to find some reference point, they know that this message was never changed along the centuries and was kept authentical. Now there is something I would like to mention about, the fact that why the Torah insists so much on the fact that, of course, there are, universal values, but no universal truth, no universal connection to the divine. And that's the reason why the Torah is absolutely against proselytism. Jewish nation is never had encouraged conversion. And the reason why is because the Torah teaching is that every nation has very different and very beautiful and very powerful kind of connection, special connection to the divine, and to make everybody the same, feel the same, trust the same things, do the same things, we would lose those beautiful colors. We would lose these different type of download that are happening at the moment around the world, and that we really need in order for the world to keep energetical balance. So, you know, it would be a world where everybody is a robot, download the same information, think the same, do the same. And that's not absolutely not what the Torah wants to you to believe that it's right. So every nation has its own connection to the divine, and it's true also on individual level. Every individual has a different type of connection that is very important to preserve, to be able to reconnect with your divine self, with your higher self, with your divine connection. It's a work that we have to do anyway on a personal level. And most important is that this thing that you're living today, you're experiencing today as Bnei Noach, trying, you know, to gather a community together. You don't want to create just another religion. You want to free yourself from the box of the religion and connect yourself to intimate way of discovering the divine and discovering yourself. Of course, there is a frame, which is the Sfei Noachai laws that have many actually ender laws that you can deduct from them. So you have that frame, and that frame is in the becoming, because now, you know, you're getting more support from the Jewish community also to do that. But it doesn't have to become a new religion. It should never become a new religion. It should just be a frame that gives you a structure in to find, you know, more support for inner growth, not to become another cage. Voilà. So we're gonna speak more very soon about this special divine connection in our next meeting, because we are going to speak about Hanukkah, the holiday that's happening very soon, and I would like to share some important things with you about this beautiful holiday. So we keep in touch, and see you next time.